Hello guys, welcome to the English Easier with Eric. In this video, you will listen to some daily English conversations in different situations and places. Definitely, you will learn useful vocabulary, phrases, and improve your English speaking and listening skills. Let's take a look.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't risk everything on a single plan or investment.
You know, I've been thinking about my investments lately. I've got a substantial amount in one stock, and it's been performing well.
Well, that's good to hear, but remember the old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversifying your investments can be a smart move.
I've heard that before, but I'm worried about missing out on the potential gains if I spread my investments too thin.
I understand your concern, but putting everything in one place is risky. What if that stock takes a nosedive? You could lose a lot. Diversification helps spread the risk.
I suppose you're right. So, how do I go about diversifying?
You can consider investing in different sectors, like tech, healthcare, or real estate, and perhaps some bonds or mutual funds. It helps reduce the overall risk. And even if one investment doesn't perform well, the others might balance it out.
That makes sense. I'll do some research and consider reevaluating my portfolio. Thanks for the advice. I guess I shouldn't put all my eggs in one basket.
You're welcome. It's a wise strategy to protect your investments for the long run.
It's just what the doctor ordered.
You seem so relaxed today. What's your secret?
I took a long weekend to go to the mountains. It's just what the doctor ordered.
That sounds amazing. I wish I could do that.
You should. It's incredible how a change of scenery can work wonders.
I've been feeling so burnt out lately, and I can't seem to unwind.
Trust me, I know the feeling. That's exactly why I planned this getaway.
But with work and all, it's not that simple.
I get it. Responsibilities can be overwhelming. However, sometimes you need to prioritize self-care.
You're right. I need to take a break and recharge, just like you did.
Absolutely. It's important for your mental and physical health. Do something that makes you happy.
I'll start planning a mini getaway soon. It's just what the doctor ordered.
Good for you. And if you need any tips or recommendations, just let me know.
Thanks, that means a lot.
Come by, obtain or acquire something.
Hey, I heard you're into collecting vintage records. I found a record store that has some rare finds. You should come by sometime.
That's awesome. I'd love to come by and check it out. Are there any specific records you think I should be looking for?
Definitely. They have a limited edition Beatles album I think you'd like. You should come by this Saturday when they have a special sale.
Thanks for the tip. I'll come by on Saturday for sure. Do they have any other music memorabilia?
They also have some vintage posters and concert tickets. You should come by and see if there's anything you'd like to add to your collection.
Sounds like a treasure trove for collectors. I can't wait to come by and explore the store.
Great. We can come by together. I'm always up for discovering new records and vintage items.
That sounds like a plan. Let's come by the store on Saturday and see what hidden gems we can find.
It's a date then. We'll come by and spend the day searching for music and memorabilia.
It's not what it seems.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day.
I heard you finally got that dream job. Congrats!
Thanks, but honestly, it's not what it seems.
What do you mean? I thought you were really excited about it.
Well, I was. But I've come to realize that the work environment here is quite different from what they portrayed in the interviews.
Oh, that's disappointing. Can you elaborate on what's not as expected?
The job description was all about creativity and innovation. But in reality, there's a lot of bureaucracy and limitations on what we can actually do.
That's frustrating. Have you talked to your supervisor or HR about it?
I haven't yet, but I plan to. I don't want to jump to conclusions too quickly, but it's clear things aren't what they seemed.
I hope it gets better for you. Sometimes it takes a little time to adjust, and maybe they're open to feedback.
I appreciate your support. I'll give it some time and see how things develop. But yeah, it's not the dream job I imagined.
I'm here for you, whatever you decide to do. Just remember to keep your options open and prioritize your happiness.
Your guess is as good as mine, neither person has more information or knowledge than the other.
Do you have any idea when the construction on our street will be finished?
Your guess is as good as mine, to be honest. It's been going on forever.
It's so frustrating. They never seem to give us a clear timeline.
Yeah, I hear you. I've asked the workers, but they're not sure either.
I hope it's soon. The noise and traffic are unbearable.
Tell me about it. I wish I could give you a definite answer, but I'm just as clueless.
Well, I guess we'll have to be patient and wait for them to wrap it up.
That's all we can do. Maybe one day, we'll wake up, and it'll be magically finished.
Haha, that would be nice. But for now, your guess is as good as mine when it comes to when this construction will end.
Agreed. Let's hope it's sooner rather than later.
Bring around, convince or persuade someone to change their opinion or attitude.
I've been trying to pitch the idea of expanding our product line, but the team isn't on board.
Maybe you need to bring around some key stakeholders. Have you talked to them individually?
I have, but they seem resistant to change. How do you suggest I bring them around to the idea?
It might help if you prepare a detailed presentation highlighting the potential benefits and addressing any concerns they might have. Data can be a powerful tool to bring around skeptics.
Good point. I'll work on a comprehensive proposal to bring around the team. What about the budget concerns?
Make sure to include a cost-benefit analysis in your presentation. That should help bring around those who are worried about the financial aspect.
I appreciate the advice. I'm determined to bring them around to see the potential of this expansion.
Just stay persistent and be prepared to address their concerns. Your dedication will eventually bring them around to support the idea.
Thanks for the support. I'll focus on creating a compelling case to bring them around during the next team meeting.
It's not my cup of tea.
Hey, I heard there's a new art exhibition in town. Wanna check it out this weekend?
Oh, art exhibitions, huh? Well, it's not really my cup of tea.
Really? I thought you might enjoy it. It's supposed to be quite unique and thought-provoking.
Yeah, I've heard that too. But I've never really been into art. I never quite get what it's all about.
That's fair. It's not for everyone. But this one's different. They say it's interactive and engaging. You might find it interesting.
I appreciate the suggestion, but I think I'll pass this time. I'd rather do something I'm more into, like maybe catch a movie or go for a hike.
No problem at all. Let's definitely plan something that suits your taste then. How about that new action movie at the theater on Sunday?
Sounds great. Count me in for that. Thanks for understanding.
Awesome, it's a date then. We'll save the art for another time.
Asking for opinions.
Hey, I've been thinking about getting a new hairstyle. What do you think?
Oh, that's interesting. Well, it really depends on what kind of change you're looking for. Do you want something drastically different or just a subtle tweak?
I'm open to both, honestly. I'm just feeling like it's time for a change and wanted your opinion.
Got it. Well, I think you could definitely pull off a shorter cut. It might give you a fresh and more modern look.
Shorter. I've never really gone that route before. But it's worth considering. What about color?
Well, your current color suits you well, but if you're up for it, maybe a few highlights could add some dimension and vibrancy.
Highlights, huh? I've always been a bit hesitant about coloring my hair, but I like the idea of adding some depth to it.
Yeah, highlights can be a fun way to experiment without going too extreme. Plus, they can really enhance your features.
That's true. Thanks for your input. I'll definitely keep all of this in mind when I head to the salon.
Of course. Remember, it's all about what makes you feel confident and comfortable. Your opinion matters the most.
I appreciate your honesty. I guess I just needed a second opinion to help me make up my mind.
Happy to help. Just remember, whatever you decide, you'll rock it.
Thanks for the support. I'm excited to see how this new look turns out.
It's all or nothing.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I...
The final round of interviews for that job is coming up. I'm so nervous.
You've got this. Remember, it's all or nothing. Just give it your all.
I've been preparing like crazy, but the competition is fierce.
That's true, but don't let that intimidate you. You have unique skills and experience to offer.
I appreciate your confidence in me. It's just that so much is riding on this.
I understand the pressure, but sometimes it takes that all or nothing mindset to bring out your best.
You're right. I've worked so hard for this opportunity, and I can't hold back now.
That's the spirit. Show them what you're made of, and let your passion shine through.
I won't leave any stone unturned. It's all or nothing, and I'm ready to give it my absolute best.
I have no doubt you'll do great. Just stay focused and confident.
Thanks for the pep talk. I needed that reminder. This is my moment to shine, and I won't let it slip through my fingers.
Go in there with that attitude, and you'll do amazing. I'll be rooting for you.
Would you like to grab a coffee this afternoon?
Hey there, how's your day going? Would you like to grab a coffee this afternoon?
Hi. My day's been a bit hectic, but a coffee break sounds like just what I need. Sure, let's do it.
Awesome. There's a new cafe that just opened up around the corner. Have you been there before?
No, I haven't. I'm always up for trying a new place. What's it called?
It's called Mellow Brews. They have a great selection of coffee and some delicious pastries.
Sounds perfect. What time were you thinking?
How about 3 p.m.? That should give us a good break without rushing.
3 p.m. works for me. I'll wrap up this report I'm working on and meet you there.
Great. I'll see you at Mellow Brews at 3. Looking forward to catching up.
Likewise. It's been too long since we had a chance to chat.
See you soon, then. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. See you at 3 p.m.
Bring up, raise a child or introduce a topic.
How's everything going since you and Sarah decided to bring up the topic of having kids?
We've been having some deep conversations about it. We want to bring up the idea of starting a family, but there's a lot to consider.
It's a big step to bring up. Raising children changes everything.
Exactly. And we want to make sure we're fully prepared before we bring up the subject with our families.
That's wise. It's important to bring up such matters thoughtfully. Have you brought up the financial aspects too?
We've started to bring up budgeting for a child's expenses. It's another significant aspect to consider.
When you decide to bring up the topic with your families, how do you plan to do it?
We've discussed that as well. We want to bring up the conversation in a family meeting to have everyone's input.
That sounds like a well thought out approach. It's important to bring up this topic with sensitivity.
Definitely. We hope that by bringing up the topic carefully, our families will be supportive of our decision.
I'm sure they will appreciate your thoughtfulness when you bring it up. It's a big moment in your lives.
Get across, successfully communicate an idea or message.
I've been struggling to get my point across in the team meetings lately.
What's been happening? Why can't you get your ideas across?
It's just that there are so many interruptions, and I find it hard to get across my main points before someone else starts talking.
I can relate to that. Maybe you should try to use visual aids or examples to help get your message across more effectively.
That's a good idea. Sometimes, it's easier to get a complex idea across when there's a visual element to support it.
Also, consider summarizing your main points at the beginning and end of your presentations. It can help reinforce what you're trying to get across.
True, a clear structure might make it easier for me to get my message across.
And don't be afraid to ask for a moment of undivided attention. Sometimes, it's necessary to ensure you can get your point across without interruptions.
You're right. I'll try these techniques in the next meeting and hopefully get my ideas across more effectively. Thanks for the advice.
Biting the hand that feeds you, harming or being ungrateful to the person who helps or supports you.
I heard you're having issues with your job again. What's going on?
It's frustrating. My boss keeps piling on more work without a raise or recognition.
That's tough. But aren't they usually pretty supportive?
Yeah, they used to be. It feels like I'm biting the hand that feeds me by complaining, but I can't keep up like this.
It's not wrong to expect fair compensation for your hard work. You're not biting the hand that feeds you. You're advocating for your worth.
I just worry about job security if I push back too much.
I understand your concern, but sometimes standing up for yourself is the only way to see change. Maybe it's time for a candid conversation with your boss.
You're right. It's just hard to find the right words without sounding ungrateful.
Try framing it as a discussion about your career growth and value to the company. That way, it won't come across as biting the hand that feeds you, but rather a constructive dialogue.
I'll give it a shot. Thanks for the advice. It's time to address this before I become too resentful.
You got this. Don't feel guilty for advocating for yourself. It's a healthy part of your professional journey.
You're joking.
You won't believe it. I won the lottery yesterday.
You're joking.
Haha, gotcha. I wish. No, it was just a wild dream I had last night.
You really had me going there for a moment. I was about to ask you for a loan.
Sorry to disappoint. But hey, dreams can come true, right?
True, you never know. So, what's the plan for the weekend?
Well, I was thinking of climbing Mount Everest and then swimming the English Channel.
You're joking, right?
Haha, absolutely. I think I'll settle for a movie night and some pizza instead.
Good call. Count me in for the pizza and a movie marathon.
Great. It's a plan then. I promise not to joke about any extreme adventures this time.
Deal. And if you do win the lottery someday, don't forget your dear friend who believed your wild stories.
You got it. You'll be the first to know if I ever strike it rich.
Read between the lines to understand a deeper or hidden meaning in what is said or written.
You know, I've been thinking about our last conversation, and I have to say, I found it really interesting.
Oh, did you? It was just a casual chat, really.
Well, that's the thing. I've known you for a while, and I couldn't help but feel that there might be more to it. I mean, when you mentioned your future plans, it got me wondering.
Future plans? Not much to say, just the usual, you know.
Right. But when you said, we'll see where life takes me, I couldn't help but feel like you might be keeping something under wraps.
You're reading too much into it. Sometimes, a vague answer is just that.
Fair enough. I just thought, perhaps, there was more to the story.
Well, if there were, you'd be the first to know. You've always been good at reading between the lines.
Thanks for saying that. I value our friendship, and I'm here if you ever want to talk about anything.
I appreciate that, really. It's just, some things are not easy to put into words.
The straw that broke the camel's back, the final small thing that causes a situation to become unbearable.
How's everything going? You seem pretty stressed lately.
Yeah, it's been a tough few weeks. I can handle a heavy workload, but it's like every day brings more tasks.
I get it, but you're usually good at managing pressure. What changed?
Well, the straw that broke the camel's back was the unexpected project I got assigned today. I just can't keep up anymore.
It sounds like you're really overwhelmed. Have you talked to your supervisor about it?
I'm not sure if they'd understand. I've complained before, but it never made a difference.
It might be worth discussing with them again, and this time, highlight how this extra load is affecting your overall performance.
You're right, I can't let this continue. It's affecting my well-being and productivity.
Exactly. Sometimes, it takes reaching that breaking point to prompt a change.
I appreciate your support. I'll schedule a meeting with my supervisor tomorrow to address this issue.
Good for you. It's time to take control and not let the straw that broke the camel's back weigh you down any further.
Brush up on, review or improve your knowledge or skills in a particular area.
I've been assigned to lead the upcoming project, and I feel a bit rusty on some of the technical aspects. Any advice?
No worries. Why don't you brush up on your skills before the project kicks off? It'll boost your confidence.
That's a good idea. Any specific resources you recommend to brush up on these technical details?
There's a new online course that covers the latest advancements in the field. It's a great way to brush up on your knowledge and get up to speed quickly.
Thanks for the suggestion. I'll definitely check it out. Anything else I should brush up on?
Consider brushing up on your project management skills. There are some new methodologies that might be useful for this project.
Solid advice. I'll brush up on both technical aspects and project management skills to ensure a smooth execution. Anything else on your mind?
Don't forget to brush up on the latest industry trends. It's essential to stay ahead and incorporate any innovations into your project.
Absolutely. I appreciate your guidance. I'll make sure to brush up on all these aspects before diving into the project.
It's a wrap.
Well, it's a wrap. Finally.
Yes, we did it. Months of hard work, and it's finally over.
I can't believe how smoothly everything went today. It's been a stressful journey, but this success makes it all worth it.
Absolutely. The team really pulled together, and I'm proud of what we accomplished.
And those last-minute adjustments we made. Genius. The client is going to be thrilled.
They better be. We've put our heart and soul into this project.
I'm looking forward to a good night's sleep without worrying about deadlines.
Laughing, no more late-night calls or endless revisions. It's time to celebrate.
I couldn't agree more. Let's plan a dinner with the team to celebrate our success.
That's a great idea. They deserve it.
Well, it's been quite the journey, but I wouldn't have wanted to do it with anyone else.
Same here. We make a great team. Cheers to a job well done.
Bring up, raise or mention a topic in conversation.
Hey, have you had a chance to bring up the new project proposal in the team meeting yet?
Not yet. I was planning to bring it up in today's meeting. I think it's an excellent opportunity to discuss the project's potential.
That's a good idea. I know we need to bring up the budget constraints and potential challenges we might face. It's crucial to address those issues early on.
Absolutely. And I also want to bring up the timeline. We should discuss how quickly we can get this project off the ground.
Agreed. The timeline is a critical factor. Let's make sure we bring up all these points during the meeting so that everyone is on the same page.
Sounds like a plan. I'll make sure to bring up these topics and encourage input from the team to ensure a comprehensive discussion.
Great. Thanks for taking the lead on that. Let's aim for a productive and fruitful meeting today.
Have you got much going on these days?
Hey, how's it going? Have you got much going on these days?
Hey, yeah, it's been quite busy lately. Work's been piling up, the usual.
Oh, I hear you. Work can be a real handful. Anything specific keeping you occupied?
Well, there's this big project at the office that's been eating up most of my time. It's been challenging, but also pretty exciting. And of course, the usual meetings and deadlines.
Sounds intense. How do you manage to balance it all?
Honestly, it's been a bit of a juggling act. I've been trying to prioritize tasks and delegate some stuff when I can. And, taking short breaks to recharge helps too.
That's smart. Self-care is essential during hectic times. On a lighter note, any fun plans in the pipeline to unwind?
Well, I'm hoping to squeeze in a weekend getaway soon. I could really use a change of scenery and some relaxation.
That sounds fantastic. Let me know when you're free, and maybe we can catch up over coffee or something.
Definitely, I'll keep you posted. It'd be great to catch up and unwind together.
Looking forward to it. In the meantime, take care and don't let work overwhelm you too much.
Thanks, you too.
It's a matter of perspective.
I can't believe we're stuck in this traffic again. It's such a waste of time.
Well, it's all a matter of perspective. Think of it as a chance to catch up on your podcasts or just unwind.
I guess you're right. I should make the most of it. But it's frustrating.
Traffic can be frustrating, no doubt. But sometimes, a change in perspective can make it more bearable.
Speaking of perspective, I heard that they're building a new shopping center here. Some people are excited, while others think it's ruining the neighborhood.
It's true. Development projects like that often spark differing opinions. It's a matter of how you view progress and change in your community.
I suppose it depends on what you value most. I just hope it doesn't affect the local businesses negatively.
Change can be unsettling, but sometimes it revitalizes an area and benefits everyone in the long run.
I see your point. Thanks for the reminder that it's a matter of perspective. Let's hope for the best with the traffic and the neighborhood changes.
Absolutely. Keeping an open mind helps navigate life's ups and downs.
It's not the end of the world.
I can't believe I made that mistake at work. It feels like the end of the world.
Hey, it happens to all of us. I promise you, it's not the end of the world.
I know, but it's a major setback. I'm worried about what my boss will say.
I get it, but think of it as a learning opportunity. We all stumble sometimes, and it's how we recover that matters most.
I guess you're right. It's just hard not to overthink it.
I totally understand. Take a deep breath, learn from the mistake, and do your best to make amends. It's not the end of the world. It's a chance to grow.
Thanks for the support. I needed some perspective.
Of course. We're here to help each other through the ups and downs. And remember, your job doesn't define your worth.
You're right. I'll tackle it head on and keep moving forward.
That's the spirit. You've got the resilience to bounce back. And it's definitely not the end of the world.
Thanks for being such a great friend. Your reassurance means a lot to me.
Anytime. We're in this together.
I have to take it one step at a time.
I feel overwhelmed with everything on my plate right now.
I get it. Life can be quite demanding. How do you plan to tackle it all?
I think I have to take it one step at a time. It's the only way to stay sane.
That's a wise approach. Break it down into manageable pieces, and it won't feel so daunting.
Yeah, I'll start with the most urgent tasks and prioritize from there.
Don't forget to take short breaks to recharge. It's crucial for your well-being.
You're right. I tend to forget that. I've got to find balance amidst the chaos.
Remember, you can always lean on friends and family for support. You don't have to go through it alone.
Thanks. I appreciate your advice and listening here. It means a lot.
Anytime. We all face challenges, and it's okay to admit it's tough sometimes. Just take it one step at a time, and you'll get through it.
I'll do my best. Thanks for being there.
Always here for you, my friend.
Should we grab a bite to eat?
Hey, it's been a long day. Should we grab a bite to eat?
Absolutely. I was just thinking the same thing. Any cuisine in mind?
How about Italian? I heard there's a new place that opened downtown.
Italian sounds fantastic. I've been craving some good pasta. What's the name of the place?
It's called Bella Cucina. I've heard great reviews about their homemade pasta dishes.
Perfect. I'm in the mood for some comfort food. What time should we head over?
Well, I need to finish up a few things at the office. How about we meet there at 7:30?
Sounds good. Gives me some time to unwind at home.
Great. I'll make a reservation for 2.
Awesome, thanks. Oh, and don't forget to check if they have any gluten-free options, just in case.
Will do. Looking forward to it.
Me too. It's been a while since we had a nice dinner out.
See you at 7:30 then.
See you there.
Sick as a dog, very ill.
Hey, how have you been feeling lately?
Oh, not great, to be honest. I've been as sick as a dog this past week.
That's no good. What's been bothering you?
It started with a sore throat, then fever, and now it's turned into a nasty cough. I haven't felt this unwell in a long time.
Have you seen a doctor?
Yeah, I went yesterday. They diagnosed it as the flu, and I've got some medication to help. But it's been tough.
I can imagine. Being sick is never fun. Is there anything I can do to help?
Thanks, but I'm mostly just resting and drinking lots of fluids. Your company is enough for now.
Well, if you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. I hope you get better soon.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Being sick as a dog is no fun, but I'll get through it.
Take it easy and get plenty of rest. You'll be back on your feet in no time.
Expressing sympathy.
Hey, I heard about your loss. I'm so sorry to hear about your grandmother passing away.
Thank you for reaching out. It's been a tough time for sure.
I can't even imagine how you must be feeling. Losing someone you're close to is never easy.
Yeah, it's been really hard. She was such an important part of my life.
Your grandmother was an amazing person. I remember all the stories you've shared about her.
Thanks for saying that. It's comforting to know that others remember her too.
If there's anything I can do to support you during this time, please don't hesitate to let me know. Whether it's talking, running errands, or just being there.
I really appreciate that. Right now, it's just nice to have people who care around.
Take all the time you need to grieve and heal. And remember, I'm here for you, even if it's just to listen.
Thank you. It means a lot to have friends who genuinely care.
Of course, that's what friends are for. Just remember, you're not alone in this journey of healing.
Thanks again. Your words mean more than you know.
Anytime. Just know that I'm keeping you in my thoughts and sending you lots of love during this difficult time.
Guessing.
Guess what? I have a surprise for you.
Oh, I'm intrigued. Is it something related to that project you were working on?
Nope, it's not work related at all.
Okay. Is it something to do with an event or celebration?
You're getting warmer. It does involve a special occasion.
Oh, I think I might have an idea now. Is it about my birthday that's coming up next week?
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. I've been planning a little birthday party for you.
No way, really? I wasn't expecting that at all. I'm genuinely surprised.
I'm glad I managed to catch you off guard. I wanted to make your birthday special.
You definitely succeeded. I can't believe you went through all this trouble. Thanks so much, that means a lot.
It's my pleasure. I wanted to do something to show how much you mean to me.
Well, you've definitely succeeded. Now I'm curious about what you've got planned for the party.
That's a secret for now. But get ready for some fun and laughter.
I can't wait. Thanks again for the wonderful surprise. You're the best.
Just doing my best to make your day memorable. Get ready to celebrate.
How stunning is the weather today?
How stunning is the weather today?
Absolutely. It's a perfect day. The sun is shining and the sky is so clear.
I love these crisp, sunny days. It just lifts your spirits, doesn't it?
It really does. I woke up this morning, saw the sunshine, and instantly felt more alive.
I know what you mean. It's like a natural energy booster.
And the temperature is just right, not too hot or too cold. Ideal for a long walk or maybe a picnic.
That's a great idea. We should plan something for this weekend. Take full advantage of this beautiful weather.
Count me in. How about a hike in the nearby park followed by a picnic with our favorite snacks?
Perfect. Let's check the forecast to make sure it holds up, but I'm already excited about it.
Sounds like a plan. And if it rains, we can always have an indoor picnic and play board games.
True, rain or shine. It's going to be a fantastic weekend.
Agreed. Let's soak up every bit of this amazing weather while it lasts.
I'm just popping out quickly.
Hey, I'm just popping out quickly.
Oh, okay. Where are you off to?
I need to run to the grocery store. We're out of milk and a few other essentials.
Sounds good. Do you need anything specific from there?
Not just the usual stuff. But if you think of anything while I'm out, just text me.
Will do. How long do you think you'll be gone?
Hopefully not too long, maybe 20 to 30 minutes max.
Perfect. I'll hold down the fort here. Don't forget your mask.
Thanks for the reminder. I'll be back before you know it.
All right, take care and drive safe.
I will. If you need anything, just call, okay?
Got it. See you in a bit.
Could you give me a lift?
Hey, how's it going? Could you give me a lift?
Hey, sure, no problem. Where do you need to go?
I just need to get to the grocery store down the road. It's a bit far to walk, and I don't have my car today.
Not a problem at all. I was actually heading out in that direction anyway. Hop in.
Thanks a lot for this. It's a big help.
Don't mention it. Happy to assist. Do you need to pick up a lot of stuff?
Just a few essentials, nothing too heavy. I appreciate the ride. It saves me a lot of time.
No problem at all. I'm glad I could help out. Anything else you need to do after the store?
Not really, just heading back home after this. How about you?
I'll probably run a couple more errands and then head home as well. Thanks for the company. Errands are less boring with good conversation.
Agreed. Thanks again for the lift. You're a lifesaver.
Anytime. We're here. Go ahead and grab what you need.
demanding explanations.
Hey, I saw your post on social media last night. What's the deal with that?
Oh, you mean the one with my new pet lizard?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even know you were into reptiles. Why didn't you tell me about it?
Well, it was a bit of a spontaneous decision. I've been researching about them for a while, and I finally decided to get one.
That's all well and good, but why didn't you mention it to me, your best friend? I would have expected you to share something like this.
I know, and I'm sorry about that. It all happened so fast, and I guess I got caught up in the excitement.
All right, fair enough. But I also noticed you got a new job, and you didn't tell me about that either. What's going on?
Oh, yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. I wanted to have a proper conversation about both the lizard and the job change.
It just seems strange that you're keeping such big things from me. We've always been open about everything.
I understand, and I promise I'll be more communicative in the future. Sometimes I get overwhelmed and make poor choices in sharing news.
I appreciate that you're owning up to it. Just remember, we're here to support each other through all these changes.
You're absolutely right. I value our friendship and should have been more considerate. Thanks for calling me out on this.
No problem. Just keep me in the loop next time, okay?
Definitely. And let's catch up properly soon. I've got a lot to share.
Come forward, offer information or help voluntarily.
The project deadline is approaching, and we're falling behind. We need someone to come forward with a plan to speed things up.
I've been working on a strategy that might help. I'll come forward with the details during the team meeting tomorrow.
That's great. We really need everyone to come forward with their ideas to get back on track.
I agree. It's crucial that team members feel comfortable coming forward with their suggestions. It fosters a collaborative environment.
Absolutely. We need to encourage everyone to come forward with any concerns or solutions they might have.
On a different note, I heard there's an opportunity for a leadership role in another department. I'm thinking about coming forward to express my interest.
That's a big step, but if you believe you're ready for it, you should definitely come forward and discuss it with HR or the relevant department.
I appreciate your support. I'll come forward and start the conversation. It's time for a new challenge.
Best of luck. I'm sure your skills and dedication will make you an excellent candidate. Come forward with confidence.
The early bird catches the worm. Being early can lead to success.
Hey, why do you always arrive at the office so early?
Well, you know what they say, the early bird catches the worm. I find it's the best time to focus. and get things done without distractions.
I've heard that phrase, but I'm more of a night owl. I prefer burning the midnight oil.
That's a valid approach too, but for me, starting the day early helps me feel more organized and less rushed. It sets a productive tone.
I can see the benefits, but I'm just not a morning person. I function better in the evenings.
It's all about finding what works best for you. The key is to be productive and effective, whether it's early or late.
True, it's just that waking up early is a struggle for me.
Maybe you can gradually shift your routine if you ever want to give it a try. But remember, the most important thing is to catch that worm, no matter when you do it.
Absolutely, as long as the job gets done, right?
What are you up to?
Hey there, long time no see. What are you up to?
Oh, hey. Not much, just running errands and trying to stay productive. How about you?
I've been keeping busy with work and some personal projects. Speaking of which, I've been meaning to ask you for some advice.
Of course, I'm all ears. What's on your mind?
Well, I'm thinking of starting my own small business, and I remember you had some experience with that. Any tips for a newbie like me?
That's exciting. Sure, I'd be happy to share what I've learned. First, you need a solid business plan and a clear understanding of your target audience. Then, focus on marketing and building an online presence.
Thanks, that's a good starting point. I'll definitely do some research and planning. By the way, are you still pursuing your passion project?
Yes, I am. It's been a bit challenging juggling it with my day job, but I'm making progress. It's all about finding the right balance, you know.
Absolutely, balance is key. Well, it's been great catching up and getting some advice. Let's grab a coffee soon and continue this conversation.
Sounds like a plan. I'd love to catch up more. Have a great day, and good luck with your business venture.
Thanks, you too.
Would you mind helping me quickly?
Hey, do you have a moment? Would you mind helping me quickly?
Of course. What do you need help with?
I'm trying to move this heavy box to the other side of the room, and it's a two-person job.
No problem. I can lend a hand. Where is it?
It's right over there by the bookshelf. Thanks so much for helping out.
Not a problem at all. Teamwork makes it easier. Let's grab it together.
Perfect. That's exactly where I needed it. Thanks a bunch for your help.
You're welcome. Happy to assist. Is there anything else you need?
Actually, yes. If you could help me rearrange the furniture a bit, that would be fantastic.
Sure thing. Let's get this room sorted out.
Thanks a million for your help. The room looks so much better now.
Anytime. It was nice catching up while getting things done.
Definitely, and I owe you one. Thanks again.
No need to mention it. Glad I could help.
Blow over, pass or come to an end, typically regarding a situation or problem.
Did you hear about the issue with the new project proposal?
Yeah, I heard. It seems like a big mess. What's the latest?
Well, the disagreement between the team members is still going on, but I think it'll blow over soon.
I hope so. We can afford to have tension within the team right now.
Agreed. I've talked to some of the key players involved, and they're willing to compromise. I think it's just a matter of time before things blow over.
That's a relief. We can let this situation affect our productivity. What about the client presentation next week?
I've reassured the client that we're addressing the internal issues, and I believe by the time of the presentation, everything will have blown over.
Good to know. We can let internal conflicts jeopardize our external relationships. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help it blow over faster.
Will do. I appreciate your support. Let's hope this blows over smoothly, and we can get back to business as usual.
Hopes and desires.
Have you ever thought about what you'd do if you could travel anywhere in the world?
Oh, all the time. I've got this dream of backpacking through Europe and exploring all those historic cities and beautiful landscapes.
That sounds incredible. Do you have a specific route in mind?
I've always wanted to start in Paris, then make my way through Italy, and eventually end up in Greece. The idea of experiencing different cultures and trying new foods is so exciting to me.
It really does sound like an amazing adventure. I've always had this dream of living in a cabin in the mountains for a while, away from the hustle and bustle.
That sounds so serene. Just you and nature, right?
Exactly. Waking up to fresh mountain air, hiking, and spending evenings by a cozy fireplace. It's a simple life that's always appealed to me.
I can totally see the appeal. And what about your career aspirations? Do you have any dreams you're working towards?
I've always wanted to write a novel. It's been a lifelong dream of mine to see my stories in bookstores and have people enjoy them.
That's amazing. You're such a talented writer. I have no doubt you'll achieve that dream.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. What about you? Any big career goals?
Well, I've always been fascinated by marine life. My dream job would be to work as a marine biologist, studying and conserving underwater ecosystems.
That's not just a job, it's a noble mission. I'm sure you'd make a huge impact.
I hope so. It's always been a passion of mine, and I'm determined to make it a reality.
Here's to us chasing our dreams and making them come true, no matter where they take us.
Cheers to that. It's what makes life exciting and meaningful.
I have to turn over a new leaf.
You know, I've been thinking a lot about my lifestyle, and I've decided I have to turn over a new leaf.
That's a big decision. What's brought this on?
I've been feeling stuck and unsatisfied with the way I've been living. It's time for a change.
It takes courage to admit that and make a commitment to change. What are your plans?
I want to start by prioritizing my health, exercise more, eat better, and get enough rest.
That's a good start. Self-care is important. What else?
I also want to be more responsible with my finances and work on my relationships. I've been neglecting those aspects of my life.
It sounds like you've done some soul searching. I admire your determination.
Thanks. It won't be easy, but I'm committed to turning over a new leaf and being a better version of myself.
I'm here to support you every step of the way. Change can be challenging, but it's often for the best.
I appreciate that. It's time for a fresh start, and I'm ready for it.
Come apart, disintegrate or fall apart.
Did you try fixing the old chair in the living room?
Yeah, I gave it a shot, but it seems like it's just going to come apart. The wood is in bad shape.
Maybe it's time to get a new one. We don't want it to come apart while someone is sitting on it.
True. I'll look into buying a replacement. The chair has served us well, but it's starting to come apart at the seams.
It happens. Things age, and eventually, they come apart. Speaking of which, have you checked the washing machine? I heard some strange noises earlier.
I did. Unfortunately, it looks like it's about to come apart. The repairman said it might be more cost-effective to get a new one.
That's not ideal, but if it's going to come apart soon, it's better to invest in a new one. Let's go shopping for a washing machine this weekend.
Agreed. We can't have essential appliances coming apart on us unexpectedly. I'll start researching options before we go shopping.
The ball is in your court. It's your turn to take action.
I've been waiting for your decision on the project proposal. What's the status?
I've reviewed it thoroughly, and I have a few questions and concerns.
Okay, I'm all ears. What's on your mind?
First, the budget allocation for this project seems quite high. I'd like to understand the reasons behind it.
That's a valid point. We did anticipate some extra costs due to the nature of the project. I can provide a breakdown to justify the budget.
Second, the timeline seems pretty aggressive. Are we sure we can meet those deadlines?
I understand your concern. We did push for an ambitious timeline, but I believe it's achievable with the right resources and team commitment.
Lastly, the scope of work appears a bit vague in some areas. We need more clarity on deliverables.
I appreciate your feedback. Let's address those ambiguities and provide a more detailed scope. So, with these concerns, what's your stance on the project?
I'm still interested in moving forward, but these issues need resolution. The ball is in your court to make these adjustments.
Understood. I'll work on addressing your concerns, and we'll reconvene to ensure we're on the same page.
Great. Let's make sure it's a solid proposal before we proceed.
Call up, contact someone by phone.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown. Get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If
Hey, I need to call up Mark and ask him about the project's status. Have you seen him around?
I think he stepped out for a meeting, but I have his number. I can call him up for you.
That would be great. Please call him up and let him know I'm looking for an update.
Sure thing. I'll call up Mark right now and see if he's available.
Thanks. I just want to make sure we're on track to meet the deadline.
I understand. I'll call him up and let you know what he says.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
I called up Mark, and he said he'd be back in the office in about 30 minutes.
Perfect. Please tell him to come to my office as soon as he's back.
I'll let him know as soon as he gets in. Is there anything else you want me to call up or discuss with him?
No, that should cover it for now. Thanks for your help.
Not a problem. I'll keep you posted when Mark comes back.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody...
Count on, depend on, or rely on someone.
Hey, I have a flat tire, and I'm stuck on the side of the road. Can I count on you for help?
Absolutely. You can count on me. I'll grab my toolbox and head over to change the tire.
Thanks so much. I knew I could count on you in a pinch.
No problem at all. That's what friends are for, to count on each other when things go wrong.
I really appreciate you coming to help. I couldn't count on anyone else to be here so quickly.
Not a problem. I'm always here to help when you need it. You can count on me anytime.
You're a lifesaver. I can always count on your support when I'm in a tough spot.
That's what friends are for. Don't hesitate to count on me whenever you're in need.
Thanks again for your help. I couldn't have counted on anyone else to save the day like you did.
Anytime, my friend. You can always count on me. Safe travels.
Under the weather, feeling unwell.
Hey, you don't look your usual self today. Are you okay?
I've been feeling under the weather for the past few days. Just a nasty cold, I think.
Oh no, that's not good. Have you seen a doctor or taken any medicine?
I haven't seen a doctor yet, but I'm taking some over-the-counter cold medicine. It helps a bit.
You should definitely see a doctor if it persists. It's better to be safe.
Yeah, you're right. If it doesn't improve soon, I'll make an appointment.
Is there anything I can do to help? Need some soup or groceries?
Thanks, that's really kind of you, but I've got some supplies. I'm just trying to rest and recover.
Well, if you change your mind, don't hesitate to let me know. And remember, plenty of fluids and rest can do wonders when you're under the weather.
Thanks, I appreciate your concern. I'll take it easy and hope to bounce back soon.
Take care of yourself, and don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything.
The ball is in your court, it's your turn to take action.
So, we've discussed the project for a while now. What are your thoughts on the next steps?
I think the ball is in your court. You've got a solid plan in place, and it's time to take the lead on the execution.
I appreciate your input, but I also value your expertise in this area. I believe we can make the best progress if we both take some ownership. What do you think you can handle?
Well, I can certainly handle the research and data collection part. I'll get started on that right away.
Great. I'll focus on creating the initial framework and outline for our proposal. We can reconvene in a few days to discuss our progress and align our efforts.
Sounds like a plan. I'm glad we're both committed to making this project a success.
Absolutely. It's crucial that we work together effectively, especially when the ball is in our court. Our collaboration will lead us to the finish line.
Come along with, accompany or join someone.
I'm planning to visit the art gallery this weekend. Want to come along with me?
Sure, I'd love to come along with you. I haven't been to an art gallery in ages.
Great. It'll be fun to have someone come along with me. There's an exhibition on modern art that I've been wanting to see.
Sounds interesting. I'm glad you asked me to come along. By the way, have you heard about the new coworking space downtown?
No, I haven't. Tell me more about it. Maybe we can check it out after the art gallery.
That's a good idea. I've been considering trying it out. It would be nice to have someone come along with me to check it out.
Definitely. I'm always up for exploring new places. It's more enjoyable when you have someone to come along with.
Agreed. I appreciate you inviting me to come along this weekend. Looking forward to the art gallery and checking out the coworking space together.
Carry on, continue doing something.
I've been working on this report all morning. Do you mind if I carry on for a while longer? I'm almost done.
Of course, go ahead. I'll be in a meeting for the next hour, so feel free to carry on with your work.
Thanks, I'll make sure to finish it up and email it to you once I'm done.
That sounds good. After the meeting, I'll carry on with reviewing the report and make any necessary edits.
Great, I'll keep an eye on my email, and if I have any questions, I'll reach out to you.
Sounds like a plan. Don't hesitate to carry on with any feedback or revisions. We want to get this report just right.
Will do. I appreciate your help, and I'll carry on until it's completed.
Your dedication is much appreciated. Let's carry on and make sure this report is top-notch.
Absolutely. I'll carry on with my work, and you carry on with your meeting. We'll catch up later.
Agreed. Let's carry on, and we'll touch base when we're both finished with our tasks.
A watched pot never boils. Time seems to pass slowly when you're waiting for something.
I can't believe how long it's taking for the water to boil. It feels like forever.
Well, you know what they say, a watched pot never boils.
True, but I'm so hungry, and I need that pasta to cook.
I get it. Impatience can make time feel even slower. Maybe you should step away and do something else for a bit.
I guess you're right. It's just hard not to keep staring at it.
I know the feeling, but you might be surprised how quickly it'll start boiling once you shift your attention.
All right, I'll go read a book or something. I just hope it doesn't boil over while I'm gone.
Haha, it should be fine. And don't worry, that rarely happens.
Thanks for the advice. I'll give it a shot. Maybe you're right, and I'll come back to a rolling boil.
I hope so. But remember, even if it doesn't, a watched pot never boils, so you'll have to practice some patience.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for keeping me company while I wait.
Use your head, think and make smart decisions.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch.
I can't decide whether I should invest in that new startup or not. The risks are high.
Well, it's a tough call, but sometimes you have to use your head and assess the potential gains and losses.
I know, but there's so much uncertainty in the market right now. It's making me hesitant.
Understandable, but remember, calculated risks can lead to great rewards. Think about the research you've done and the expert opinions you've gathered.
You're right. I've done my homework. I guess I'm just nervous about taking that leap.
It's natural to be cautious, but if you believe in the idea and see a promising future, maybe it's time to use your head and trust your instincts.
I'll give it some more thought. Maybe it's time to be bold and make a well-informed decision.
That's the spirit. Sometimes, you need to step out of your comfort zone to achieve something significant. Don't overthink it, but to use your head wisely.
Thanks for the advice. I'll weigh the pros and cons and make a choice with a clear head.
I'm building a dynasty while the haters be trying me, but they hate from inside. You see, hate themselves in society. So
I have to take the bull by the horns.
You know, I've been avoiding that difficult conversation with my boss for weeks now.
I understand it can be intimidating, but at some point, you have to take the bull by the horns.
I know, it's just that I'm afraid of the potential consequences.
It's natural to be cautious, but if you don't address the issue, it may only get worse.
You're right. I can't keep putting it off. I need to confront it head on.
That's the spirit. Prepare what you want to say. Be respectful and assertive.
I'll do my best. It's just so nerve-wracking.
It's okay to feel nervous, but you'll feel relieved once it's off your chest.
I hope so. I appreciate your support.
You're not alone in this. If you need advice or someone to talk to, I'm here for you.
Thanks. I'll schedule that meeting and take the bull by the horns. It's time to face it.
That's the attitude. You've got this.
Cut across. Take a shorter route or shortcut.
Have you ever tried to cut across the park to get to the office faster?
Yeah, a couple of times. It does save some time, but I heard it's not allowed.
Really? I've been doing it for weeks, and no one said anything. It's such a convenient way to cut across the traffic.
I might give it a shot then. I'm always running late, and any opportunity to cut across and save time is worth considering.
Just be discreet about it. There's a little path near the fountain that lets you cut across without being too obvious.
Thanks for the tip. I'll try it tomorrow morning. How much time do you usually cut across by taking that route?
I'd say at least 10 minutes. It's a lifesaver on busy mornings.
Awesome. I'll definitely give it a try. It's about time I found a way to cut across the morning rush.
Trust me, once you start cutting across, you won't want to go back to the regular route. It's a game changer.
Go off on, become angry or start criticizing someone.
I heard you had a disagreement with Jake during the meeting. What happened?
Yeah, it was frustrating. He kept interrupting me every time I tried to make a point. I finally had to go off on him to get my message across.
Going off on him might not be the best approach. It could create tension in the team. Did you try talking to him privately afterward?
I get it, but I was just so fed up with his constant interruptions. I had to let him know it was unacceptable.
I understand it's frustrating, but going off on a colleague in a meeting can affect the team dynamics. Maybe next time, find a way to address it without escalating the situation.
You're right. I should have handled it differently. I'll talk to Jake privately and try to resolve the issue without getting angry.
That sounds like a more constructive approach. It's important to maintain a positive working environment. Going off on someone can have long-term consequences.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the advice.
The early bird catches the worm. Being early can lead to success.
Good morning. You're here bright and early.
Yep, I've always believed in that saying. The early bird catches the worm. How about you?
I'm more of a night owl, but today I decided to give it a try. What's the plan for the day?
Well, I've got a lot on my plate at work, so I figured I'd get an early start to tackle everything. Plus, I found I'm more productive in the morning.
That's true. The office is so much quieter in the morning. It's easier to focus.
Exactly. And you get a head start on the day while others are still waking up.
It's just so tough for me to get up early, though. I prefer burning the midnight oil.
Hey, whatever works best for you. We all have our own rhythms. But there's something about a fresh, quiet morning that's really inspiring.
You're right. Maybe I should give it a shot more often. The early bird catches the worm after all.
It doesn't hurt to try. And if it doesn't work for you, at least you've experienced a different part of the day.
True. Thanks for the morning motivation. I'll give it a shot and see how it goes.
It's anyone's guess.
Have you heard about the outcome of the election?
Not yet. I haven't had a chance to check the news. What's the latest?
It's anyone's guess at this point. The race has been incredibly tight.
Wow, I was hoping for some clarity by now. What are the experts saying?
Even they can't agree. Some say it's too close to call, while others are predicting a win for the incumbent.
It sounds like a real nail-biter. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
That's the thing. The results won't be out for a while. They're still counting the ballots.
Patience is key, I suppose. These things take time to unfold.
Absolutely. In the meantime, we'll just have to stay informed and hope for the best.
That's true. Let's not jump to conclusions until we have the official results.
Agreed. It's anyone's guess until then, but I'm staying optimistic.
Me too. No need to stress over the unknown. We'll find out soon enough.
It's a drop in the bucket.
I can't believe we're still working on this project. It feels like we've been at it forever.
I know what you mean. It's been a long journey, but remember, it's just a drop in the bucket.
A drop in the bucket. How can you say that? It's been so much effort and time.
Well, think about it this way. In the grand scheme of things, this project is just a small part of our career. It's a learning experience, and it's building our skills for bigger things.
I guess you're right. It's just frustrating sometimes, and I want to see the results.
I totally get that. But you've got to remember that each small project, no matter how frustrating, contributes to the bigger picture. It's all about the journey.
You're right. Thanks for the perspective. I needed that.
Of course, anytime. Let's keep pushing through. One step at a time, and eventually, we'll see the big impact.
True, it's a drop in the bucket for now, but it'll add up.
Go overboard, do something excessively or extravagantly.
I saw the decorations you ordered for the office party. Do you think you might have gone a bit overboard?
Really? You think so? I just wanted to create a festive atmosphere.
Well, it looks great, but I'm worried we might be spending too much on this event. Did you check the budget?
I did, but I may have gone overboard with the decorations. I got carried away with the theme.
It's important to stay within budget. We don't want to overspend on things that aren't necessary.
You're right. I got a bit carried away with the whole planning process. I'll review the expenses and see if we can cut back on some things.
That sounds like a good idea. We want the party to be enjoyable, but it's crucial to be mindful of our financial constraints.
I appreciate your concern. I'll go over the budget again and make sure we're not going to overboard. We want to have a great party without breaking the bank.
Exactly. Let's make sure it's a memorable event without compromising our financial responsibility.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Don't anticipate success before it's certain.
I'm so excited about the upcoming job interview. I can already imagine how great it would be to work there.
That's fantastic to hear, but just remember, don't count your chickens before they hatch. It's essential to stay grounded until you get that job offer.
You're right. I'm getting ahead of myself. I can't help but think about the possibilities, though.
It's natural to be enthusiastic, but it's important not to set yourself up for disappointment if things don't go as planned.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll continue preparing and remain hopeful, but I won't assume anything until I have that offer in hand.
That's a good attitude. The interview is just one step in the process, and there can be many factors at play.
I appreciate your advice. I'll focus on doing my best during the interview and not let my expectations get the best of me.
That's the spirit. And remember, whether you get this job or not, you have the skills and determination to succeed in your career.
Thanks for the support and the reminder not to count my chickens before they hatch. I needed that perspective.
Be right back.
Hey, do you mind watching my stuff for a sec? Be right back.
Of course, go ahead. Take your time.
Thanks, I won't be long.
Welcome back. Everything okay?
Yeah, just had to grab my jacket. Thanks for keeping an eye on my things.
No problem at all. What's the plan for the rest of the day?
I was thinking we could grab some coffee and chat for a bit.
Sounds good to me. Any particular place you had in mind?
There's a cute cafe just around the corner. Great coffee and a cozy atmosphere.
Perfect. The first up for that. Lead the way.
Anxiety.
Hey, are you okay? You seem a bit off today.
I'm just feeling really anxious lately. There's so much going on, and I can't shake this feeling of unease.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is there something specific that's triggering your anxiety?
It's a combination of work stress, personal worries, and just the constant pressure to keep up with everything. It's overwhelming.
I can understand how that can pile up. Have you tried any techniques to manage your anxiety?
I've been doing some deep breathing exercises, but they only help temporarily. It's like my mind keeps racing.
Maybe you should consider talking to a professional about it. A therapist or counselor could provide you with tools to manage your anxiety more effectively.
I've thought about it, but I'm not sure. What if they don't understand or think I'm just overreacting?
It's a common concern, but remember, mental health professionals are trained to help people with various levels of anxiety. They won't judge you and can provide valuable insights.
You're right. I guess I should give it a try. It's just hard to admit that I need help.
It takes courage to seek help, and it's a positive step towards taking care of yourself. And you're not alone. Many people go through this and come out stronger on the other side.
Thank you for understanding and offering support. It means a lot.
Of course, I'm here for you. And remember, reaching out for help is a sign of strength, not weakness.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks again for being there for me.
Cut off, remove or disconnect something.
Do you know if we can cut off the water supply to the garden hose? It's been leaking for days.
Yeah, I can show you how to do it. Let's go to the basement. We need to cut off the main valve.
Thanks, I appreciate it. The constant dripping is wasting so much water.
Here it is. You can cut off the water supply by turning this valve clockwise.
Great, I'll remember that. And if you don't mind, could you also show me how to cut off the gas supply to the fireplace? I'm planning some maintenance.
Of course. It's essential to know how to cut off gas lines. Follow me to the utility room. To cut off the gas, you need to turn this valve here clockwise as well. Remember to do this safely and only when necessary.
Thanks a lot. It's good to know how to cut off these utilities in case of emergencies or maintenance.
What do you feel like doing?
ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like.
Hey, it's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. What do you feel like doing?
I'm up for anything. How about a hike? It's been a while since we hit the trails.
That sounds refreshing. We could go to that nature reserve we talked about last time. Remember the one with the stunning views?
Oh yeah, that place was incredible. Count me in. Should we pack a picnic too?
Absolutely. I'll make some sandwiches, and we can grab some fresh fruit. It'll be a nice break during the hike.
Perfect. And maybe we can find a quiet spot by a stream to enjoy our picnic.
Sounds idyllic. What time should we head out?
How about we start around 10 a.m.? That way, we can beat the midday heat and have plenty of time to explore.
Sounds like a plan. I'll bring my camera too. The scenery there is too beautiful not to capture.
Excellent idea. Let's make it a day filled with adventure and memories.
Agreed. I can't wait for our nature escape.
I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend.
Catch on, understand, or become popular.
Have you tried using the new software? It streamlines the entire process.
Not yet. Is it easy to use? I'm not sure I'll catch on quickly.
It's pretty intuitive. I think you'll catch on after a quick tutorial. Plus, it's becoming popular among other teams.
That's good to know. I'll give it a shot and see if I can catch on. Anything else I should be aware of?
Just make sure to catch on to the new updates. They enhance functionality. Also, the team has been catching on to the idea of remote collaboration tools.
Remote collaboration is definitely catching on in many industries. I need to catch on to the latest trends to stay updated.
Exactly. It's crucial to catch on to industry changes to remain competitive. Speaking of trends, have you caught on to the recent market developments?
Not yet. I'll catch on by reading up on industry news. Thanks for the heads up.
No problem. Keeping up with industry news will help you catch on to emerging opportunities. Good luck.
I have my hands full.
Hey, could you help me carry these boxes to the car? I have my hands full.
Of course, no problem. You seem to be packing quite a lot. Anything I should be careful with?
Just be a bit gentle with the one on top. It's fragile. Thanks for lending a hand.
Not a problem at all. Happy to help. Is this everything, or do you need another trip?
This should be the last of it. Just these boxes and the bag by the door.
Got it. And where are you taking all of this?
I'm donating most of it to the local shelter, and the rest is for recycling. Trying to declutter and do some good at the same time.
That's really thoughtful of you. Well, let's get this loaded up. Anything else you need before we head out?
Nope, I think that's it. Thanks again for your help. I couldn't have managed without you.
You're welcome. Always here to assist a friend in need. Let's get these boxes to your car.
I have to think on my feet.
Hey, I heard the meeting got moved up to today. Are you prepared?
Not at all. It was supposed to be next week. I've got to think on my feet.
Yikes. What's your plan?
I'll review the key points and make some quick notes. I'll have to wing it.
Well, you've always been great at improvising.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, but I'd rather have more time to prepare.
I can imagine. But sometimes, thinking on your feet leads to the best solutions.
True. It's an opportunity to showcase adaptability.
And your experience can help. You've got a solid foundation to build on.
I appreciate the support. Let's hope it goes well.
Just stay composed, stay focused, and trust your instincts.
I'll give it my best shot. Thanks for the pep talk.
You've got this. Remember, thinking on your feet can be a strength, not a weakness.
You're right. I'll make it work.
Do over, redo or repeat a task.
I can't believe I made so many mistakes on this report. I need to do it over.
Don't worry, we all make errors. Just take a deep breath and start fresh.
Yeah, you're right. I'll do over the sections that need corrections and make it perfect this time.
That's the spirit. Sometimes, doing it over makes the final result even better.
Okay, I'm done with the revisions. The report is much improved after doing it over.
I'm glad to hear that. Your dedication to doing it over paid off.
Thanks for your support and encouragement. I needed that motivation to do it over and not get discouraged.
Of course, we all have moments where we need to do something over, and it's all part of the learning process.
You're right, and I've learned a lot from this experience. I'll be more careful next time.
That's the spirit. Just remember, it's okay to do something over if it leads to improvement and growth.
Absolutely. I won't shy away from doing it over when necessary. Thanks for your understanding.
I have to get a grip.
I've been so overwhelmed lately. I feel like I have to get a grip.
I can see you're going through a tough time. What's been bothering you?
It's work, family, everything. I'm juggling so much, and it's starting to slip through my fingers.
It happens to the best of us. Maybe it's time to take a step back and prioritize.
You're right. I've been spread too thin. I need to refocus on what really matters.
That's a good place to start. Sometimes, regaining control is about simplifying and focusing on what's essential.
I've also been neglecting my own well-being. I need to take better care of myself.
Self-care is crucial. You can't pour from an empty cup, Remember to prioritize your mental and physical health.
Thanks for the advice. I appreciate your support.
Of course, we all go through challenging times. It's essential to reach out for help and regain control when things feel chaotic.
I'll take your advice to heart. I need to get a grip on my life and start making positive changes.
You've got this, and you don't have to do it alone. We're here for you.
It's a weight off my shoulders.
You look so relaxed today. What's your secret?
Well, I finally finished that big project I've been working on for months. It's such a relief, like a weight off my shoulders.
That's awesome. I remember how stressed you were about it. How does it feel to have it behind you?
It's amazing. I can breathe again, and it's like a huge burden has been lifted. I can focus on other things now.
I can imagine the sense of accomplishment you must be feeling.
Absolutely. I put so much effort into it, and seeing it come together in the end is incredibly satisfying.
What are you planning to do now that it's done?
I'm going to take a little break, catch up on some personal time, and then start thinking about new projects. But for now, I'm enjoying this moment.
You've earned it. It's nice to see you so relaxed and happy.
Thanks. It's a weight off my shoulders, and I'm looking forward to what comes next.
It's not for the faint of heart.
I heard you're considering that new job in the disaster relief field. I hear it's intense.
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. The work is incredibly challenging, and the conditions can be harsh.
What motivates you to pursue a career like that?
It's the desire to make a difference and help those in need. I've always felt a strong calling for this kind of work.
I admire your dedication, but doesn't it take an emotional toll?
It can be emotionally draining, no doubt. But the sense of purpose and the knowledge that I'm providing aid to people in crisis keeps me going.
You must encounter some harrowing situations. How do you cope?
Support from my team and coping mechanisms are crucial. We're like a family out there, and we lean on each other.
Well, I have to say, your strength and resilience are truly inspiring.
Thank you, but it's not just me. Many people do this kind of work, and they're the unsung heroes. It's all about making the world a little better, one step at a time.
I have a lot of respect for what you do. It's definitely not for the faint of heart.
I appreciate your kind words. It's a challenging path, but it's worth it when you see the positive impact it has on people's lives.
Poor listening skills.
I can't help but feel jealous whenever I see you talking to other men, Lisa. It's like a knot in my stomach that won't go away.
Jealousy? Seriously, Mark! You know, I'm committed to our marriage. Just because I have conversations with other men doesn't mean I'm interested in them.
I understand that, but it's hard for me not to feel insecure. I love you so much, and the thought of losing you terrifies me.
Mark, you're the only one I want to be with. I've never given you any reason to doubt my love or faithfulness. Jealousy only creates unnecessary tension between us.
I know I should trust you, but it's a struggle. Maybe we could find ways to reassure each other. Open communication and spending quality time together might help ease my fears.
That's a good idea, Mark. Let's work on strengthening our bond. We can be more mindful of each other's feelings and find ways to address any insecurities. Together, we can overcome this jealousy and build a stronger, more trusting relationship.
You can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. Achieving something often requires sacrifices.
I'm really nervous about starting my own business. What if I fail?
You know, you can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. Success often comes after some setbacks and failures.
Yeah, but what if I lose everything I've worked for?
It's a valid concern, but sometimes taking risks is the only way to achieve your dreams. Every successful entrepreneur has faced failure along the way.
I suppose you're right. It's just hard to overcome the fear of failure.
I understand. But remember, failure is a stepping stone to success. It's how we learn and grow.
That's a good point. I need to be more resilient and not let the fear of failure hold me back.
Exactly. Embrace challenges and keep learning from your mistakes. That's how you'll eventually achieve your goals.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll keep pushing forward, even if it means breaking a few eggs along the way.
That's the spirit. You've got the determination, and I believe you can make that omelet, even if some eggs crack in the process.
Teaching children.
Sarah, I've been thinking about how we're teaching our children. Lately, I feel like we're not on the same page when it comes to discipline and values.
What do you mean, John? I thought we were aligned in our approach to parenting.
It's just that I've noticed inconsistencies in how we handle certain situations. Sometimes I feel like you're too lenient, and other times, I think I come off as too strict. It's confusing for the kids.
I understand your concerns, John. Parenting is a learning process, and we might not always get it right. But I believe in finding a balance between discipline and understanding.
I agree, but we need to establish some consistency in our approach. It's important for our children to have clear boundaries and understand the values we want to instill in them.
You're right. Let's sit down and have an open discussion about our parenting styles. We can share our perspectives, listen to each other's concerns, and find a middle ground that works for our family.
That sounds like a good plan, Sarah. Our unity and cooperation in teaching our children will help them grow into responsible and respectful individuals. Together, we can create a nurturing environment that fosters their development.
I have to stand my ground.
I've been having some issues with my neighbor. They keep encroaching on my property.
That's frustrating. Have you talked to them about it?
I tried, but they're not listening. I think I have to stand my ground and be firm about it. Sometimes that's the only way to get your point across. You have every right to protect your property.
I don't want to be confrontational, but it's important to set boundaries. They can't keep taking advantage of the situation.
You're absolutely right. It's your property, and you shouldn't have to tolerate encroachment. It might be time to involve a mediator or legal advice if necessary.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but I'll do what it takes to protect my rights.
Just remember, standing your ground doesn't mean you have to be aggressive. You can be assertive and still maintain a respectful approach.
Thanks for the advice. I'll try to handle it with tact and firmness. It's time to put an end to this issue.
Good luck. I'm sure you'll find a solution that works for both parties.
Checking in at the airport.
Excuse me, could you tell me where I can check in for my flight to Paris?
Certainly. The check-in counters for flights to Paris are located just ahead to your left. You'll see the sign indicating the airline.
Thank you. I hope I'm not running late. Is there anything I should know before checking in?
Not to worry, you still have plenty of time. Do you have your passport and e-ticket ready?
Yes, I have them right here.
Perfect. Make sure to have your luggage tagged and weighed. The airline's baggage allowance is 23 kilograms for checked baggage.
Got it. And what about carry-on luggage?
You're allowed one carry-on bag and a personal item. Please ensure they meet the size and weight restrictions. The airline staff will guide you through the process.
Okay, that sounds straightforward. Is there anything else I should be aware of?
Once you complete the check-in process, you'll receive your boarding pass. Keep it safe as you'll need it to board the plane. Additionally, check the departure gate on the information screens and allow enough time for security checks.
Thank you for your assistance. I feel more at ease now.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful journey and enjoy your time in Paris.
It's all part of the plan.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful.
It seems like everything is falling into place for your project.
Yes, it is. It's all part of the plan, and I'm thrilled to see it coming together.
That's great to hear. You must have put a lot of thought and effort into this.
Oh, absolutely. I spent months strategizing, and it's so rewarding to see the pieces align.
I'm sure it wasn't always smooth sailing. Were there any unexpected challenges along the way?
Definitely. There were moments when I had to adapt and make quick decisions, but it's all part of the plan. You have to be flexible in this kind of project.
Your positive attitude is inspiring. How do you stay so composed when things get tough?
Well, I remind myself that challenges are opportunities in disguise. They make the journey more exciting.
Wise words. I'm learning a lot from your experience.
I appreciate that. Remember, it's all part of the plan, and embracing the process is key to success.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll keep that in mind for my own ventures.
You've got this. Stay focused on your goals, and you'll see how everything falls into place.
Come and keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me.
I have my work cut out for me.
How's your new job going?
It's good, but I have my work cut out for me, that's for sure.
What's making it so challenging?
Well, the project they assigned me is pretty complex. It involves a lot of data analysis and creating new strategies. Plus, the deadline is tight.
That does sound like a lot to handle. How are you managing it?
I've been putting in extra hours and breaking it down into smaller tasks. I've also been seeking guidance from some colleagues who've been through similar projects.
That's a smart approach. It sounds like you're determined to get the job done.
Absolutely. I know it won't be easy, but I'm up for the challenge. It's an opportunity to prove myself in this new role.
Well, you've always been resourceful and hardworking. I have no doubt you'll succeed.
Thanks. I appreciate your support. I'll keep pushing through. I have my work cut out for me, but I'll get there.
I believe in you. If you ever need help, don't hesitate to ask. We're in this together.
That means a lot. Thanks, friend.
Giving opinions.
Have you seen the new superhero movie that just came out? I've heard mixed reviews.
Yeah, I watched it over the weekend. Honestly, I thought it was pretty good, but it had a few flaws.
Oh, really? What kind of flaws are we talking about?
Well, the action scenes were amazing and the special effects were top-notch. But the plot felt a bit predictable, like I could see where it was going.
I see. So, would you still recommend watching it?
Definitely. If you're a fan of superhero movies, and you're looking for some great visuals, it's worth a watch. Just don't expect a groundbreaking story.
That makes sense. I appreciate your honest opinion. Sometimes, I'm in the mood for mindless action, but other times, I want a more engaging plot.
I totally get that. And if you're into mindless action, this movie delivers on that front. It's just that the story doesn't quite match up to the spectacle.
Thanks for giving me the lowdown. I think I'll check it out when I'm in the mood for some action-packed entertainment.
No problem. Just manage your expectations, and you'll probably enjoy it for what it is.
Will do. Thanks again for sharing your thoughts on it. It helps me decide whether to go see it or not.
Anytime. I'm always here to give you my 2 cents. Enjoy the movie if you end up watching it.
Silver lining, finding something positive in a difficult situation.
Hey, I heard about your recent job loss. How are you holding up?
It's been tough, no doubt. But you know, there's always a silver lining to these situations.
Really? What's your silver lining in this?
Well, it's given me the chance to reevaluate my career path. I've been thinking about pursuing something I'm truly passionate about, even if it means starting from scratch.
That's a positive way to look at it. Any specific plans?
I'm considering going back to school for that graphic design program I've always been interested in. I figure it's now or never.
That sounds exciting. What about the financial aspect?
That's where the challenge is. I'll need to tighten my budget and explore scholarships and part-time work options, but I'm willing to make sacrifices for my passion.
I admire your determination. Sometimes adversity can be the catalyst for positive change.
Absolutely. I'm determined to find that silver lining, even in the darkest clouds.
Hold back from, refrain from doing something.
Have you submitted your proposal for the new project?
Not yet. I'm hesitating. I want to hold back from presenting it until I've fine-tuned a few details.
What's holding you back? The deadline is approaching, and your input is crucial.
I know, but I'm still uncertain about a couple of aspects. I don't want to rush it and risk overlooking important elements.
I understand the need for perfection, but sometimes you've got to let go of the minor details. Your overall idea is solid, and the team needs to review it.
I guess I'm just cautious. I'll work on it a bit more today and then submit it tomorrow.
That sounds reasonable. Just don't hold back from sharing your progress with the team. We can provide valuable feedback to help you refine those details.
You're right. I shouldn't isolate myself in the process. I'll share the draft with everyone today and gather input.
Good plan! Collaboration is key. Don't hold back from utilizing the team's expertise in shaping the proposal.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll make sure to keep everyone in the loop and move forward with the submission.
Unexpected expenses.
Sarah, we need to talk about our finances. I just found out about some unexpected expenses, and it's putting a lot of strain on our budget.
What do you mean unexpected expenses? We already had a tight budget, and I thought we were managing well.
I know, but the car needed some urgent repairs, and our medical bills piled up unexpectedly. I didn't anticipate this additional burden.
This is so frustrating. We've been working so hard to stick to our budget, and now it feels like everything is falling apart.
I understand your frustration, Sarah. We need to figure out how to handle these unexpected expenses without compromising our financial stability.
Can we review our budget and see where we can make some adjustments? Maybe we can cut back on non-essential expenses for a while until we recover from this setback.
That sounds like a reasonable plan. We should also consider building an emergency fund so that we're better prepared for unexpected expenses in the future.
Agreed. Let's work together to find a solution. We've overcome challenges before, and we can do it again. Our communication and teamwork will help us navigate this difficult time and emerge stronger.
Find out, discover or learn something.
You won't believe what I found out yesterday.
What happened? What did you find out?
I found out that our favorite restaurant is closing down next month.
No way. I had no idea. How did you find out?
I found out when I was talking to the owner. They've been struggling to stay afloat, and they couldn't renew the lease.
That's such sad news. It was our go-to place. I'm going to miss it.
Me too. But on a brighter note, I also found out about a new Italian restaurant opening in the same neighborhood.
Really? That's great. Where did you find out about it?
I found out from a friend who lives nearby. They said it's going to have an amazing menu.
That's exciting. I'm glad you found out about it. We'll have to check it out when it opens.
Absolutely. I'll keep you updated on the opening date once I find out more details.
Go along with, agree with or support a decision or idea.
Hey, I was thinking about suggesting a new project management system for the team. What do you think?
Interesting. What exactly are you proposing?
Well, I believe we should go along with adopting a more collaborative platform. It could streamline our communication and project tracking.
I see your point, but we've been using the current system for a while now. Is it worth the effort to make a change?
Absolutely. I've done some research, and the benefits of the new system far outweigh the initial adjustments. Plus, many other teams have successfully implemented it.
I'm not completely convinced, but if you can show that it will enhance our efficiency, I might go along with it.
Great. I'll put together a brief presentation to illustrate how it can improve our workflow. Let's discuss it further in the next team meeting.
Okay, sounds good. I'm willing to consider it if the benefits are clear.
I have to take a leap of faith.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop.
I've been offered a job opportunity in a different city, and I'm not sure if I should take it.
That's a big decision. What's holding you back?
Well, it means leaving behind everything I know here. My friends, my comfort zone. It's a leap of faith I'm not sure I'm ready for.
It's normal to have doubts when faced with such a big change. But sometimes, taking a leap of faith can lead to incredible growth and new experiences.
I know, but the fear of the unknown is daunting.
Think about what you want to achieve and what this opportunity could mean for your future. Sometimes, Taking that leap is the only way to get to where you want to be.
I'm torn. I see the potential, but it's a huge step into uncertainty.
Maybe you can make a list of pros and cons to help you make a more informed decision. And don't forget, even if it doesn't work out as expected, you can always find your way back.
You're right. I think I needed to hear that. It's time to take that leap of faith and embrace the unknown.
I'm here to support you no matter what you decide. Sometimes, the biggest risks lead to the greatest rewards.
It's all over now.
I can't believe it's all over now.
Yeah, it's hard to wrap my head around. Endings are always bittersweet.
True, but this chapter in my life was a significant one. I'm going to miss it.
Change is never easy, but it often brings new beginnings. What's next for you?
I'm not entirely sure yet. I guess I'll take some time to reflect and figure out my next steps.
That sounds like a good plan. Sometimes, we need a bit of space to see the bigger picture.
It's just that I've grown so attached to this part of my life. Letting go is tough.
I get it. We all have our moments of nostalgia. But remember, the future holds new adventures and possibilities.
You're right. I should focus on what's ahead. It's all over now, but there are more stories to be written.
Absolutely. Your journey is far from finished, and I'm excited to see where it takes you.
Thanks for the encouragement. It means a lot to me.
Anytime. We're in this together, no matter where life leads.
Like a fish out of water, feeling uncomfortable or out of place in a particular situation.
How was your first day at the new job?
Oh, it was like a fish out of water, to be honest. Everything is so different from my old company.
Change can be tough, especially in a new environment. What specifically made you feel that way?
Well, the office layout, the software they use, and the company culture are also unfamiliar. I felt completely lost.
It's normal to feel that way initially. Remember, it takes time to adapt to a new workplace. Soon, you'll find your rhythm.
I hope so. I was so used to my old routine, and now I have to relearn everything.
Just take it one step at a time. Ask questions, seek help from colleagues, and don't be too hard on yourself. You'll become like a fish in the water sooner than you think.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll give it my best shot and hope to adapt quickly.
That's the spirit. Remember, everyone was a newcomer once, and it gets better with time. You'll find your place in the new pond.
Go out, leave your home or stop burning, for a fire or light.
It's getting late. Are you ready to go out to the restaurant for dinner?
Not yet. I just need to go out and check the mailbox. I'll be ready in a minute.
No problem. I'll wait for you. Meanwhile, I'll go out and warm up the car. The car's ready. Let's go out to the restaurant.
Sounds good. I've got the mail, so I can go out and join you in the car.
Do you think we should go out for a walk after dinner? The weather is nice tonight.
That's a great idea. After dinner, we can go out for a leisurely stroll in the park.
It's settled, then. After we finish eating, we'll go out for a nice walk and enjoy the evening.
I'm looking forward to it. Going out for a walk is a perfect way to end the day.
Check out, examine or investigate something.
Hey, have you had a chance to check out the new software our department installed on our computers?
Not yet. I've been swamped with other tasks. Why do we need to check it out?
Well, there have been some reports of bugs and glitches, so I think it's essential to check it out and see if it's affecting our workflow.
I see. I'll make time to check it out tomorrow and report any issues to it.
Thanks, that would be great. It's crucial that we check out these problems and address them promptly to avoid any productivity setbacks.
Agreed. I'll also check out the user guide to understand the software better, in case that's contributing to the issues.
Excellent idea. The more we can check out and learn about this software, the smoother our work processes will be.
Absolutely. I'll make it a priority to check out the software tomorrow and keep you updated on my findings.
Thanks for being proactive about it. Let's hope checking it out leads to a quick resolution.
Get by, manage to survive or cope with a situation.
How's everything going at work these days?
It's been tough. I'm barely getting by with all the extra projects and deadlines.
I can tell you've been working late every day. Are you sure you can get by with that much stress?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I need to get by financially, and this job pays the bills. But the workload is starting to get to me.
You might want to consider talking to your manager about it. They may not be aware of how much you're struggling to get by.
You're right. I should communicate the challenges I'm facing. I hope they can offer some solutions.
Sometimes, a little flexibility in your schedule can make it easier to get by without feeling overwhelmed.
Yeah, I hope they can understand and help me find a way to get by without sacrificing my well-being.
That's important. You need to get by both financially and emotionally. Don't hesitate to reach out for support.
Thanks for the advice. I'll have a talk with my manager soon and hopefully find a better way to get by.
The last straw, the final, intolerable incident that leads to a decision or action.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient. Hoping
I can't believe the boss gave us another project on top of everything we're already working on.
Yeah, it's like the last straw, isn't it? I thought we were already stretched thin.
I've had enough of this. It's getting unbearable. I can't keep up with the workload.
I feel exactly the same way. It's time to address this issue with management. This is just too much.
Agreed. We need to set some boundaries and make them understand our limits.
Maybe we can request a meeting with our manager to discuss workload distribution and find a more sustainable way to handle tasks.
That sounds like a good plan. It's not just about our productivity, it's about our well-being too.
The last thing we want is to burn out. We deserve a healthier work environment.
You're right. Let's not let this be the last straw that breaks the camel's back. We have a voice, and it's time to use it.
Absolutely. We need to advocate for ourselves and our colleagues.
shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different.
Back up, move in reverse or support someone or something.
Hey, I heard you're planning to launch your own business. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's been a dream of mine for a while. But I'm a bit nervous about the financial side of things.
Don't worry. You've got a solid business plan, right?
I do, but I could use some advice. Would you mind backing me up with some financial guidance?
Absolutely. I've been through this before, and I'm happy to back you up. First, make sure you back up your projections with realistic numbers. Investors appreciate transparency.
Good point. I'll revise that. And what about marketing?
Back up your marketing strategy with a strong online presence. Social media can be a powerful tool.
Got it. Thanks for backing me up on this. It means a lot.
No problem. We all need someone to back us up when taking on new challenges. Just back up your passion with hard work, and you'll do great.
Jealousy.
You never listen to me, Sarah. I can't believe we're having this same argument again.
What are you talking about? I listen to you all the time.
No, you don't. Every time I try to talk to you about something important, you're always on your phone or distracted with something else.
I'm sorry, okay. It's just that I have so much going on with work and the kids. I didn't realize it bothered you that much.
Husband, it's not just about being bothered. It feels like you don't value what I have to say. I want to feel heard and understood in this relationship.
I understand now, and I'll try to be more present. But please understand that it's not intentional. Let's find a way to communicate better, maybe set aside specific times to talk, without any distractions.
That sounds like a good start. I just want us to reconnect and feel like we're really listening to each other. Can we work on that together?
Yes, we can. I love you, and I want us to have a better understanding. Let's make a conscious effort to improve our listening skills and strengthen our communication.
It's a walk on the wild side.
Hey, I heard you're planning a backpacking trip to the Amazon rainforest. That's quite a walk on the wild side.
You got it. I've always wanted to explore the untamed beauty of the rainforest. It's going to be an adventure of a lifetime.
It sure is. Have you made all the necessary preparations?
Yeah, I've been doing my research and got all the required gear. I even took survival training classes.
That's impressive. But it's no walk in the park. The Amazon can be quite challenging.
I know, and that's why I'm so excited. It's a walk on the wild side, and I'm ready for the unexpected.
What's your main goal on this journey?
Apart from experiencing nature at its purest, I want to raise awareness about rainforest conservation. It's a fragile ecosystem that needs protection.
That's a noble cause. Your walk on the wild side is for a greater purpose.
Thanks. I hope it makes a difference. Nature is a wonder, and we should do all we can to preserve it.
Stay safe out there and take lots of pictures. I can't wait to hear all about your adventure when you return.
I will, and I'm looking forward to sharing my wild journey with you.
The last straw, the final, intolerable incident that leads to a decision or action.
I can't believe what happened at the meeting today. It was just the last straw for me.
Oh no, what went wrong?
Well, you know that ongoing project we've been working on? They changed the entire direction without any notice, and I've had enough of it.
That does sound frustrating. But is it really the last straw?
It's not just that. It's been piling up for months. First, the unrealistic deadlines, then the constant micromanagement, and now this abrupt change. I can't take it anymore.
I get it. It's tough when you feel like your concerns aren't being heard.
Exactly. I've been patient, but today's meeting was the final straw. I need to talk to the higher UPS about this.
Sometimes, that's what it takes to bring about change. I support your decision.
Thanks. I've reached my limit, and I can't just sit back anymore. It's time to address these issues head on.
I'm here for you, and I hope this will lead to a positive resolution. Sometimes, the last straw is the one that breaks the camel's back and sparks change for the better.
It's a fine line.
You know, it's a fine line between being cautious and missing out on opportunities.
I completely understand what you mean. Balancing risk and reward can be tricky.
I've always been a bit risk averse, but lately, I feel like I might be holding back too much.
Well, it's important to assess the situation. Some risks are worth taking if the potential payoff is substantial.
I've been offered this new job opportunity that could be a game changer, but it means leaving the job I'm comfortable in.
That's a tough decision. You have to weigh the stability of your current job against the potential for growth and happiness in the new one.
Yeah, it's a fine line between staying in my comfort zone and venturing into the unknown. What would you do?
I'd say it depends on your personal goals and how confident you are in your abilities to adapt. Sometimes stepping out of your comfort zone is the only way to achieve something extraordinary.
You're right. I think I need to take that leap of faith. It might just be the change I've been looking for.
I'm here to support you no matter what you decide. It's all about finding that balance.
What time are you getting home today?
Hey there, what time are you getting home today?
Hi. I should be home around 6 o'clock p.m., I think. Why do you ask?
Oh, I was thinking of making dinner tonight, and I thought it would be nice if we could have it together.
That sounds lovely. I'll definitely be there by 6 o'clock p.m. then. What's on the menu?
I was thinking of trying out a new pasta recipe I found online. How does creamy garlic chicken Alfredo sound?
Wow, that sounds amazing. I can't wait to try it. Do you need any help with preparations?
Thanks. Sure, if you could grab some fresh basil from the grocery store on your way back, that would be a big help.
Consider it done. Anything else?
Nope, that should be it. Thanks for being willing to help out.
No problem at all. Looking forward to dinner and some quality time together.
Me too. See you at 6 o'clock p.m. and safe travels back home.
Thanks. See you then.
Come down with, become ill with a specific illness.
Hey, have you seen Emily recently? I heard she hasn't been at work this week.
Yeah, she's not feeling well. She mentioned that she might have come down with the flu.
That's too bad. It's never pleasant to come down with the flu. I hope she gets better soon.
I agree. I told her to rest and see a doctor if her condition doesn't improve.
It's crucial to take care of yourself when you come down with an illness, especially the flu.
Absolutely. She's been staying home to avoid spreading it to her colleagues, which is considerate.
It's considerate, indeed. When you come down with something contagious, it's best to stay away from others.
That's what she said too. She doesn't want anyone else to come down with the flu because of her.
Well, let's hope she comes down with a mild case and recovers quickly.
I hope so too. She's a hard worker, and it's tough when you come down with an illness that keeps you from doing what you love.
We'll miss her at work, but her health comes first. Let's wish her a speedy recovery.
It's the calm before the storm.
It's so peaceful out here by the lake. I almost feel like it's the calm before the storm.
You're right, it's incredibly serene. But what storm are you referring to?
Well, I've got a big project at work coming up. It's been a bit too quiet lately, and I'm expecting things to get hectic soon.
I see. That project is on the horizon. But you're prepared, right?
I've been preparing for weeks, but there are always unexpected challenges in these situations.
True, but remember, you've weathered storms before. You've got the skills and experience to handle this one.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I just need to stay focused and keep my cool when the storm hits.
Exactly. Keep a clear head. And don't let the chaos overwhelm you.
I'll do my best. Sometimes, the calm moments like these are a welcome reprieve before diving into the storm.
They certainly are. Embrace the tranquility while it lasts, and draw strength from it when things get intense.
I will. Thanks for the support and the reminder to appreciate the calm.
Anytime. You've got this, and I'm here for you when the storm comes.
And that's it for today's English lesson. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you enjoyed this lesson, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more English language learning videos. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below and we'll do our best to respond. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future English lessons. And if you want to take your English learning to the next level, check out our channel more often. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next English lesson.